In this question, it is given a metallic bar 300 mm by 100 mm by 40 mm is subjected to a force of 5 kN tensile, 6 kN tensile and 4 kN tensile along x, y and z direction respectively. We have to determine the change in the volume of the block. Take E equal to 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter square and Poisson's ratio equal to 0.25. This is a question of elastic constants where we have to find the change in volume of the block and the forces acting on the block are given in x, y and z direction as 5 kN, 6 kN and 4 kN all tensile. Modulus of elasticity of the material is given and the volume of the material is given. So let us find out the change in volume of this material. In this question, a bar is given, a three-dimension bar is given in which there are forces in three directions. In x direction, the force is 5 kN tensile. In z direction, the force is 4 kN tensile. In y direction, the force is 6 kN tensile. This is our x direction, z direction, y direction. We have to find out the change in volume of this bar. We have to find out the change in volume of this bar when the forces are acting. And the dimensions are given 300 mm. Suppose this is length, we are saying this is the length L. This is 100 mm in width, so let us say it is B. And this is 40 mm, say it is thickness T. So length is L is 300 mm, B is 100 mm and T is 40 mm, right? And the forces are acting. And the modulus of elasticity of the material is given 200 gigapascal. And Poisson's ratio is also given 0.25. We have to find out the change in volume of this bar. This is our question. And remember the formula that volumetric strain is given by sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z by E 1 minus 2 mu. So volumetric strain is given, and what is volumetric strain? What is volumetric strain? That is change in volume per unit volume. This is the volumetric strain. Now, change in volume we want to find out. Initial actual volume we know LBT. Volume is LBT. Volume is known to us. If we know the epsilon V, we can find out the change in volume. The change in volume can be obtained. But for this term should be known. Sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z by E 1 minus 2 mu. E is known to us, mu is known to us, but sigma x, sigma y, sigma z we have to find out. So what is the stress in x direction? Stress in x direction, the force applied is this. The force divided by area is stress. So find out stress in x direction. So first you find out stress in x direction, that is force 5 multiplied by 1000 kilonewton divided by area. Which area? This area. This area at which force is acting. This area. This is B multiplied by T. So BT. So I am writing first here force in x direction by BT. So this will be equal to 5 multiplied by 1000 divided by B. Take in mm so that answer may be obtained in megapascal. So B is 100 multiplied by 40. So 100 mm and 40 mm. We are taking in millimeters so that answer can be obtained in megapascal. So sigma x, stress in x direction will be 1.25 megapascal. 1.25 megapascal we have obtained. For to be used in this formula, right? This formula you have already read in your theory class. Similarly, we can find out sigma y, that is equal to force in y direction by force in y direction. This is our y direction. This is our y direction. This is length multiplied by thickness L into T. So L multiplied by T. So this will be equal to Py. Py is 6 kilonewton. Force is 6 kilonewton. So 6 multiplied by 1000 divided by length is 300 multiplied by T. T is 40. So you will get the stress in megapascal. So sigma y will be equal to 0.5 megapascal. 0.5 megapascal. Similarly, we can find out sigma z, that is equal to force in z direction divided by area. Area. Which area? This area. This. At which force is acting? This area. This area is the effective area at which this force is acting. This area. And what is this area? This is the L multiplied by B. So LB, right? This area perpendicular to the Z direction, LB. So that will be equal to PZ. PZ is 4 multiplied by the 1000 to make it Newton. L is 300 and B is 100. You will get the stress in Z direction, that is 0.133 megapascal. You will get the answer in megapascal. Sigma x, sigma y, sigma z is known to us. E is known to us. 1 minus 2 mu is known to us. So we can find out volumetric strain. By this we can find out change in volume. So volumetric strain, which is nothing but the change in volume per unit volume, will be equal to sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z by E 1 minus 2 mu. Now what is volume? Volume is LBT. So by this we can find out volume as sigma x plus sigma y plus sigma z by E divided by multiplied by 1 minus 2 mu multiplied by LBT, which is the volume. So this is the basically the change in volume of this body. This is the change in volume of this body. So delta V will be equal to sigma x 1.25. We are taking megapascal. E should also be taken in megapascal. So 1.25 plus sigma y 0.5 plus sigma z 0.133 divided by E. Modulus of elasticity is given 200 gigapascal. 200 gigapascal is 200 multiplied by 10 power 3. 200 multiplied by 10 power 3. This much megapascal. Stress is in megapascal. E in megapascal. There will cancel out. Megapascal will cancel out. So answer will come in meter cube or millimeter cube, whatever the unit of LBT. So 1 minus 2 mu. 2 times mu. Mu is 0.25. 0.25 multiplied by LBT 300, 100 and 40. So the answer will come in millimeter cube, right? So 300, 100, 40. This is the volume, right? Millimeter cube. So answer will come in millimeter cube. So delta V, solve it using calculator. Use your calculator, take your time and solve it. And after solve it, you will get the answer. I am writing only the answer. You will get the answer as 5.65 millimeter cube. Because we have taken volume in millimeter cube, so that's why we are getting answer in millimeter cube. So this is the answer of this question.